Hey guys, welcome. Happy, what is today? Thursday to you. Great, happy Thursday to you. I've had a busy day already. I hope you're having a good day. And today we're going to talk all about prehab. If it's a little glitchy today, let me know in the comments, please. And I can switch over feeds or something like that. My Wi-Fi is not great out here, but it's pretty good. So I'll see what I can do. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Go ahead and comment replay if you're watching on the replay. Go ahead and shout out if you can hear me, and if you're watching this live, that would be awesome. I would love to know that you got to see it. I got the first bit of stuff on the shelf. Now I was just actually wearing that and I threw it up on the shelf, but it looks good. So I've got some stuff I'm gonna throw up on the shelves. Don't worry, it's not gonna all be a blank background forever. Okay. So last time I talked with you guys, we talked all about goal setting. And so I can pull that up here. We talked about goal setting. We talked about making sure that you write it down. We talked about, what goals they should have. They should start with those big goals. They should work down to the small goals. And remember, all of this is about gearing up for season. So all of this is about what are the basic things that we need to get done prior to season starting so that way they can have a great, successful season. So today is all about prehab. So today's about prehab. The unofficial non-Webster's Dictionary definition of prehab is a rehabilitation type exercise that occurs prior to an injury in order to prevent injury or improve performance. Now, I wish that I could verifiably tell you that we can absolutely 100% prevent injury. However, that is an absurd statement, and if anyone tries to sell you on that, then don't believe them. Because we can't prevent all injury. Accidents happen. Sometimes things occur, but we know that we can improve performance, and we know that we can prevent some injury. So, but improved performance is the biggest thing with prehab. Making sure those ankles are firing on all cylinders, making sure the shoulders are nice and stable and controlled so that way they can turn fast on the bars or they can release at the right time. All those things, those two things, those are the main purposes of prehab. Now, what I want to talk about today is that you have to have a prehab program in your gym. Okay, so we're kind of beyond the newness of prehab. Hopefully we all have at least heard of it before, and if you haven't, then consider this your introduction, and let's get on with it because we all need some prehab in our gyms. Gymnastics is too hard to not prepare the body for what we're doing to it. So what I want to talk about today is what type of program you need in your gym, what type of program works, and why it works. So getting on with it then. So at very least, we need to make sure that we have a program for the entire team. So basically saying that, on Mondays we work on ankles, on Tuesdays we work on knees, on Wednesdays we work on shoulders, right? And the entire team does that prehab each and every day. So that's the bare minimum. If you're going to start with prehab and you have no idea where to start with that. Okay, you've got to have a program for the entire team to do. Now, what's a step above that, what's even just a little bit better than that, is specific programming for certain types of gymnasts. So, if you have your gymnasts that are spraining their ankles really frequently, we're going to want that group of gymnasts, to go do ankle rehab multiple times a week. If you have the gymnast that instead of 180 degrees of range of motion in their shoulder, they actually have 200 degrees of range of motion in their shoulder, those loosey-goosey gymnasts, they might need to really work on hips and shoulders multiple times a week. So the step above a blanket program for the whole team is specific programming for groups of gymnasts. And then lastly, the best prehab program is the program that is individualized for each gymnast. So the program that's individualized for each gymnast, and that's something I do. Like when I go to gyms and speak, I do mobility assessments on the kids that want to have it done, and I say, all right, for the next 2 months, for the next 3 months, I need you working on these 4 things. And when you do that, next time I see you, next time I see you, then we'll progress and we'll move on from there. But for now, those are your big problem areas. That's what's holding you back, whether it's a shoulder, whether it's a tight upper back, whether it's a knee that's not quite as mobile or not quite as stable as the other knee, whatever that is. I give them specific prehab, specific work to do for the next couple months. So that is the best thing. Now, problem is that most coaches aren't equipped to do that type of assessment on people. And that's okay. I'm not asking you to become a physical therapist. I'm not even asking you to become some sort of super duper strength conditioning coach that can do an assessment like that. I don't want you to do that unless you want to. What I do want you to do, though, is give your kids the tools to succeed. So if you want an individualized program, then you get someone in your gym that can do that. I don't need coaches to try and wear every single hat that there is out there, because you guys already have enough pressure on yourselves at this point. We need to branch out. We need to get other people to come in and help us. So just to go back to the notes here so you can see it, prehab, we know the definition now. At a minimum, the whole team needs that same program. At best, they want their specific plan, but we at least want that medium coverage where where everyone's getting the same program, or they're getting grouped up into into groups that have similar issues. Okay, so that's what prehab is all about. It needs to be done every day, and if there's something concerning, then it needs to be done multiple times a day. So I've talked about upper back stiffness in this group several times now. And so upper back stiffness, that's one of those things that can really hinder gymnastics performance. And if they have upper back stiffness, then we want to make sure that we're addressing that. And if it's really stiff, we want to make sure we're addressing it multiple times a day, not just once a day or twice a day when they're at the gym. If their upper back is really stiff, then we want to do that exercise 3, 5, 6 times a day, something like that, to start to see results in weeks versus months. If you do it once a day, you probably will see results, but it's probably going to be 3, 4 months down the line. If you do the exercise 5 times a day, you're going to see results, and you're going to see it in a couple weeks. So that's my best advice on those specific problem areas, especially problems of tightness. Okay? All right. So lastly, if you want a pre-designed prehab program for you, just let me know. In fact, I'll go ahead and put a link to it below, and you can download my prehab program. I know there's already been like 30 of you guys that have done that. Thank you so much. And so if you want that prehab program, that's hard to say. That prehab program, go ahead and click on that link in the comments when I leave it there, and you will get access to that. I'm gonna take a little drink. All right. I haven't seen any comments come through. I'm going to assume that's because that I've just wowed you with everything that I've said. Now, probably because came on right after everybody's lunch break. But if you're watching replay, comment on the replay. Please invite people into the group. We're almost at 4,000 people. We're at just over 3,800. Let's try and get to 4,000 people before the end of the year. So please invite your friends, invite your coaches, invite other parents, invite your gymnasts if they happen to be on Facebook, but most of them probably aren't. The parents and the old folks like me, we've taken over Facebook, or just never left. All right, so you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon. Next week we're gonna do our next 2 topics, and I'll be creating a post on that this weekend. But if you guys have any questions, please drop them below. Have a great day. Bye.